Did I just freeze? No, I'm still good. There we go. Okay. All right. So if you want to record, please feel free to record. Today, I want to move you guys to something called Sun Salutation B. If you've ever gone to a yoga class, and a lot of Pilates classes these days, they obviously incorporate a whole bunch of yoga into them. So we're going to be exploring a flow called Sun Salutation B. Hopefully I get it right. A little bit of a long sequence to kind of remember. So excuse me if I if I do blunder. I'll try my best not to. But to begin, let's start together. I'm going to stay close to you. We're going to start on our mat in just a comfortable seated position. I'm going to go for cross-legged, but whatever floats your boat. So just a comfy seated position on your mat. If you prefer to lie down, that's also totally fine. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. So you might just want to rest your elbows on your thighs. What's also quite nice to do is to cup one hand into the other, gently pressing your thumb tips in towards one another, just to create a little bit of connection. And if you feel safe, just close down your eyes for a moment. If you have chosen to bring your hands in this little cup shape with your thumb tips touching, can I ask you to just notice the pressure that your thumbs are exerting into one another, and just get that nice and gentle. Your hands are not jamming into one another, just lightly touching each other. With your eyes closed or your gaze lowered, start to tune into your natural breath. So we're not changing our breath. We're not altering anything. We're just landing into the present moment. As you connect and notice your natural breath, could you perhaps also notice the sounds around you? Maybe you can hear the birds chirping outside. Maybe you can hear the wind, or just sounds around the house. Just noticing how these sounds can sometimes get drowned out. We forget about them. Still just focusing on your natural breath. Could you maybe take your focus into your body? Non-judgmentally noticing any areas of tension. Just noticing, acknowledging. And then we take our focus back to our breath. Let's start to elongate our inhales. Focusing that inhalation down into our lower belly, as if you were filling a glass of water. Elongate your exhale as well. Maybe exhaling out of pursed lips like a shh, or exhaling slowly out your nose. Inhaling, filling your tummy, filling your lower back, filling your side body, filling your lungs, and exhaling through pursed lips or out through the nose. On your next inhale, open up your eyes if your eyes were closed. And exhale, sigh it out. Let's inhale together and reach our arms up towards the sky, stretching to the ceiling. On your exhale, take your left arm down, reach your right arm up and over, side bending to your left. Inhale your way back up. Exhale, other side. Very gentle. We're still kind of just focusing on the breathing rhythm here. Inhaling up. Lengthen through the sides of your body. Push your sit bones into the floor. Draw your tummy in and exhale. Side bend. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, side bend. Last time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, side bend. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to take our legs out into a pancake shape. You remember that if you need to sit up onto something, maybe a block or a pillow or with your bum against the wall, that can be quite nice. Takes the pressure out of the hip flexors. Toes up to the sky. Push your sit bones into the floor. We're going to take left hand to left shin or wherever you get to. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, soften your left shoulder, side bend to your left. Push your right sit bone into the floor. Inhale, rise back up, both arms. Stretch to the ceiling. Exhale. Other side. So watch the opposite sit bone. It's going to want to float off the ground. Ground it down. Inhale up. Exhale, ground the sit bones. Side bend. Nice. Inhale up. Ground the sit bones. Draw your tummy in. Exhale. Okay, we're going to go to the middle next time. So inhale, reach it up. Exhale, imagine reaching for the camera. We're not going to put our hands on the ground, but I just want you to reach forward, but then watch the neck is going to tense up. Elbows down to the floor, palms up, as if you're holding, I don't know, a rolled up carpet in your arms. Random analogy. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Maybe getting a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, reach up. We're going to the middle. Exhale, reach. Soften the elbows, palms face up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to the right. Watch the sitting bones. I have to remind myself each time. Let's go one more time each direction. Inhale, reach up. To the middle first. Exhale, reach elbows down. Think about sending your booty back. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend, left. Good. Inhale up. Second last time to the middle. Exhale, elbows bend, reach forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Beautiful. Okay. Last time to the middle, we're going to put our hands on the ground. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come through center. Now try your best not to round your spine and look at the floor, but rather imagine I pulled your t-shirt forward and you wanted to shine your heart towards me. Squeeze the shoulder blades down. And if your hands can touch the floor, you can almost think about pulling yourself forward. Okay. Hold and breathe. Okay, slowly walk your hands back. Lengthen up to the crown of your head and turn your chest towards your left foot. So we're twisting now through the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades down. Tuck your chin towards your throat. Lengthen up to the crown of your head. Soften your left shoulder. Okay. Now imagine you're going to take your heart to your knee, slowly come down, but hey, watch that sit bone, that right sit bone, heart to your knee. Good. And then slowly come up, lengthen through center, twist to the other side. Keep your toes up towards the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades down, and then heart to your knee. Bring it up. We're going to do one more each side. So lengthen up as if somebody just pulled you up through the crown. Twist, pull your tummy in, shoulder blades down, and heart to your knee. Watch that back foot's going to want to twist in the way. Try and keep it up. And lift, lengthen, draw your tummy in, twist, and come down. Heart to your knee. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Great job. Okay, just a teeny little warm up there. Let's lie on our back. Just so you know, this is not the sun bee yet. I just want to warm up the core and then we're going to kind of get into it. All right, all the way on your back. Here we are. Let's start with our hands behind our head and our elbows in our peripheral vision. Feet flat, knees bent. Inhale down into your belly, into your lower back. Exhale, we're going to nod our chin to our chest, come up into a crunch. So I want you to think about getting your spine off of that mat, shoulder blades off of the mat, and then inhale, come back down. Get the breathing rhythm. Inhale. Exhale, powers you up. Don't come down until your exhale is complete, okay? So inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Just notice as you come up how much you're pulling on your head. Take all of your intention into your tummy area. And you want to use that area to lift and lower you. 4 to go. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Last 2. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. And last time, inhale down. Guys, exhale, lift, and hold it up at the top. Okay, now stay up there. Take your focus to your feet, and I want you to see if you can lift your heels of your feet off of the ground. But as you do that, guys, don't let your lower back lift. So just the heels of the feet lifting off of the floor. Okay, then maybe lift the pinky toes of your feet off of the floor. And then maybe see if you can lift all of your toes up except your big toes. So just your big toes touching the ground. Push your lower back into the floor. So just make sure that you've got that neutral spine or at least some form of contact with the lower back into the ground. You're not letting it arch. Come up a little bit higher into your crunch. And then see if you can hover your big toes off of the ground. Yeah, so the feet are hovering off. Hold for 10, 9, 8. Think about your lower back placement in the floor. So don't let it lift away. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big toes down. All 10 toes down, heels down. Lower your head down. Cool. We're going to do that again. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, powers you forward. Get up a little higher this time. Squeeze the shoulder blades down. Open up the elbows nice and wide. Okay, heels come off of the floor. Here's where you want to start thinking about lower back. So I'm not going to let my lower back arch. I want to keep it neutral or even push it into the mat just a little bit. Lift all the toes except for the big toes on the ground. Okay, inhale again with me. On your exhale, lift up the big toes as well. Hover your feet off of the floor. Just to hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Draw your tummy in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. That should be tougher than you would expect it to be. Let your knees windscreen wipe slowly from side to side. Nice. And then bring it back to center. Good job. Okay. Hands are still behind the head, elbows into the periphery. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Left leg is going to come into tabletop position. And we're going to come up into our crunch and then twist right elbow to left inner thigh. But make sure, guys, that that bottom shoulder blade is lifted off of the mat, okay? And then inhale, come back down. Other side. Lift, lift, twist. And then slowly down. Try not to twist by pulling on your neck. So think about the twist coming from your rib cage. Exhale, lift, twist. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift, twist. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift, twist. Inhale, back down. You've got 4. Twist. Inhale, down. 3. Twist. Inhale, down. Last 2. Twist. Inhale, down. Last time. Lift. Twist. Inhale, down. Really nice. Reach your arms long back behind you. Keep your knees bent. Okay. Stretch those fingertips back. Take a really big inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to slowly let the arms come up, nod your chin towards your chest, reach for your outsides of your ankles, lifting the shoulder blades off of the mat, curling up into your flexion, squeeze the shoulder blades down, and then inhale back to the ground. Inhale, exhale, curl up, reach for your ankles. Imagine you were going to roll all the way up into a seat because we're going to go there soon. Inhale, back down. Exhale, reach for the ankles. Inhale, back down. Exhale, reach for the ankles. Inhale, back down. Okay, go for 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Hold. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. Maybe take left leg into tabletop. Maybe take right leg into tabletop. Hold here for 10, 9. Lift a little higher so shoulder blades are off of the ground if possible. 7, 6, 5. You can hold on to the back of the thighs if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Roll into a seated position. Nice. Okay. Cool. Good job. Last little bit of core before we take it into standing. All right. So we're going to lengthen up to the crown of our head. Nice and tall. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale. On your exhale, it's kind of as if I just wanted to tuck and tilt my pelvis backwards. We're going to roll off of our sit bones onto our sacrum. Imagine somebody was pointing a little, I don't know, I want to say knife, but it's such a terribly violent analogy. But anyway, draw your belly in and up, essentially, and take your left leg into tabletop, right leg into tabletop, and see if you can balance this. Okay. When we get into this position, we tend to scrunch the neck, and your neck wants to become your core. Very common and cause a lot of neck pain. But do the opposite. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and take your focus to your tummy. Where are my abs? How can I use them? Nice. Maybe one hand can go free. Keep the shoulder blade down. Maybe the other hand can go free. Nice. Hover and hold. Maybe you can get those shins parallel to the floor. Maybe you can even straighten out the legs. Okay. Lift the heart. So we're not dumping down into the lower back, but try and keep your heart shining to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Feet down. Maybe you can even cross your ankles and just come up into standing. Nice. Is my head totally chopped off? I'm going to just move my mat back a little bit. Okay. So in standing, here we are. We're going to come to the front of our mat. Okay. And this is where we're going to start. And hopefully I get this relatively accurate. Our sun B. Okay. We're going to take our feet parallel hip width distance. Soft bend into your knees, lengthen and drop your tailbone down, drawing your navel in and up. Now, I want you to imagine your feet, without them actually moving, could squeegee on the ground towards one another, almost like you're trying to collect the earth between your inner thighs. So squeegee your feet towards one another on the mat, keeping that soft bend in the knees and the tail tucked under. So that's going to stimulate your inner thigh muscles to activate. So if anybody looks at you right now, they should think you're just relaxing in a standing position, but I want you to feel your legs burn from that squeegeeing of the earth in towards you. All right, well done. With that, keep your lower back long, but inhale, reach your arms up. So my hands are going to go out the screen, but they're reaching up to the sky. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe keeping that lower back long, you can lift your heart, cactus your arms all the way down. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up again. Keep your arms lifted and imagine you're going to sit back into a chair. So sit bones back. Keep that action of squeegeeing the feet towards one another. Keep lengthening into the tailbone because as soon as we come into a squat, blah, tummy wants to collapse forward. Use your core that we've just switched on, draw it in, lengthen your tailbone down, and then see if you can sit a little deeper in your seat. Your weight is in your heels here. You could even be able to lift your toes up off of the floor. Nice. Transfer your weight into your right foot. Lift the left foot up. Transfer your weight into your left foot. Maybe get a little deeper into your squat, into your chair. Transfer to the right. Transfer to the left. Good. Both feet down, equal weight into them, lengthen into the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward in half. Great job. Take your hands onto your shins. Inhale, lift halfway into the letter L. Draw your tummy in, lengthen your lower back. Exhale, fold again. Hands come to the ground. Step back into a plank position. Hold your plank. Press out through the heels, charge up through the legs, push the mat away, lengthen through the crown of your head. All right, well done. Lower down onto your knees. Untuck your toes. A little bit of kind of creativity here. We're going to arch into the lower back. Bend the elbows, bring your chest and your chin to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, push yourself up into cat stretch. So big, strong push through the floor, round into your spine. Now keep squeezing your bum. Push your hips forward. Get your pubic bone, belly, chest, down onto the ground. So very kind of wave-like. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. You can keep your hands next to your rib cage. Lift your chest. A lot of the time in this moment, lower body is kind of asleep. So squeeze your bum. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze your kneecaps up. Good. Maybe lift your hands up off of the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and squeeze your elbows into your side body. Lots of squeezing. Pubic bone into the floor. Squeeze your bum. Lift your chest a little higher. And then we're going to pulse our chest up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep pushing your pubic bone into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Hands come to the ground. We're going to lift ourselves up into a little kind of cobra. So are into lower back extension here, if this doesn't feel good, you make it smaller and you stay down there, okay? Otherwise, you press yourself up. Maybe you can even lift up those kneecaps off of the floor. And then we're going to push ourselves up and back into downward facing dog. Lots of pushing strength here. Okay, pedaling out through the feet for 5, 4, getting your breath back here. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring your feet to stillness. And we're going to inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. As soon as that leg goes up, watch the shoulders are going to twist to the right. So square your shoulders. Now your right knee, bend it. Your right heel is going to go kind of close to your bum. Think about your weight distribution in your left leg, the leg that's on the floor. Can you think about squaring out through the hips, getting that left heel as close to the ground as possible? Think about sending your left hip back and your right hip forward. And then cross your right knee behind your left leg. Now, if you're like me and you've got tight outer hips, you're going to get a super deep stretch on the outside of that left hip. You might not feel that as well. Okay, it depends on your body. Okay, well done. From here, take your right knee and then reach it up to the sky, opening up the hips now. So we're not squaring the hips anymore. We're allowing that right hip to open up. Good. Okay, from here, you might be able to pivot onto that left foot, bend slightly into your left knee, and take your right hand away from the mat. So you're in like a little bit of a strange side plank. If your right hand can come off of the mat, maybe you can open your chest to the right. Very wobbly position, this one. But try it out. Okay, right hand comes back to the mat. Square off with the hips and step your right foot between your two hands. Good job. Bend into your right knee. Lift your chest. Look forward. Pull your tummy away from your right thigh, and we're going to reach our arms to the ceiling. So we're coming into a lunge. Okay, tuck the tail, pubic bone reaches forward and up. Bend a little deeper into that front knee. All right. Take a second. From here, left arm is going to reach forward, right arm is going to reach back, and we're going to kind of scoop them down. I'm going to rotate, right arm up, left arm back. Can you kind of see what I'm doing there? I'm going to open right arm back, left arm forward, and twist to the right. I'm going to let my arms come down to the ground, turn my chest forward, both hands to the ground, chest is forward. And then I'm going to go left arm back, right arm forward, twist to the left. If your arms don't match mine, it does not matter, okay? But let's go for about 5 more. I want you to just twist your chest from left to right as your arms circle. Going for 4. Nice. 3. This can be pretty confusing though. 2. And 1. Great job. Okay. From here, straighten out your front leg as much as you feel you can. Take your hands behind your back, interlace them, and then slide your hands down your bum, lift your chest, look up, open up the collarbones. Now, I tend to hyperextend into my knees, so I'm going to keep a little bit of a soft bend into my front leg. But with that tiny little soft bend, I'm going to see if I can come down, 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 and bow down to my front leg. Okay, so I'm kind of bringing my chest onto my thigh. As I do that, I want to reach my arms up. So you're going to feel a lot in your front leg. Okay, stretching and working at the same time, a lot of mobility. Right, unhook your hands, take your hands down to the ground, framing your front foot. Okay, and we're going to bring our shoulders above our wrists, slide your right foot back into your plank position. Breathe. Nice. On your next exhale, lower your knees down, untuck your toes. We're going to bring our chest and our chin to the floor, arch into your lower back. Push the ground away into your cat stretch, rounding to the spine. Keep squeezing your bum, press your hips forward, belly, chest, chin. Roll your shoulder blades back and down, lift your heart, squeeze your bum. Take your hands away from the mat, but squeeze your elbows into your side body, pulse your chest up for 10, 9, maybe lifting the toes off of the mat, but I want your bum to be super strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hands to the sides of the ribs or under the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Now you could push straight up into plank, or you could go to your knees first. So maybe straight to plank and then downward facing dog. Pedaling through the heels. We take 5 breaths here. Okay, last breath. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Bend into the left knee. Keep your hips square. Take your left knee, cross it behind your right leg. Push the floor away through the heels of the hands. I really want you to think about getting that right heel onto the floor. Reach your right booty cheek up to the sky. So we want to think about getting the tail, getting your sitting bones up onto the ceiling. That length is going to get you extra stretch in the hip. Okay, now we're going to let the left hip open to the ceiling. So I'm going to take my left knee up and open. My shoulders are going to want to twist and rotate. Okay, from here, I'm going to start to travel my weight forward. Shoulders want to come closer to being above the wrists, but they won't completely get there. And I'm going to pivot onto the pinky toe edge of my right foot. I'm going to keep a soft bend into my right knee though. Okay, so I'm not going to lock it out. You might get a big stretch in the foot here. Left hand maybe comes away from the ground. You can keep looking at the mat. If it's available to you, you can open your chest to the left, reach that left arm up, left knee to the sky. Okay, well done. Take your left hand down, square off through the hips, and we're going to step that left foot through between the two hands. Your 2 feet, imagine they were on train tracks. Bend into your left knee, shine your heart forward, lift your tummy away from your front thigh, and then sweep your arms up into your low lunge. Think about that tuck through the tail to get that nice stretch into your right hip flexor. Well done. Okay, so weird arm windmill thing. It's going to be right arm forward, left arm back. Twist to the left. Okay, then just let the arms come down to the ground. Start turning your chest forward and then turn to the right and up. Okay, so you could start right arm forward, left arm back, twist to the left. As both hands come down or fingers point to the floor, twist your chest forward to the top of your mat. And then as that right arm travels back, turn to the right. Okay, keep going. Doesn't matter if the arms look different to mine. Just kind of enjoy it. 4 more. Keep breathing. 3. And 2. Good. And 1. Reach the arms up. Straighten out through the front leg as best you can. I'm going to keep a little micro bend though because I tend to lock my knees out. Okay, so straighten through the front leg. Tuck your tail. Really think about pubic bone reaching forward. Hands go behind your back. Interlock your fingers and slide your hands down your bum. Lift your chest. Press the back of your skull to the wall behind you. There's a peach between your chin and your chest. And then maybe you can fold yourself in half like you're trying to get your left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Okay, pause here. Draw your tummy in. Try and get the fists of your hands up a little higher. Let the crown of the head drop down. 5, looking back to the wall behind you or at the mat. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hands frame the front foot, shoulders above the wrists. Step back into your plank and hold. Nice. On your next exhale, let the knees come down, untuck the toes. We're going to come down, belly, chest, chin, and then push into your cat. Keep squeezing your bum, push your hips forward, pubic bone, belly, chest, chin. Well done. Roll your shoulder blades back and down, lift your chest, squeeze your bum, hands come off of the mat, elbows into the side body. Maybe squeeze the kneecaps up, lift the toes off of the mat, but push your pubic bone down even more. Pulse your chest up for 10, 9. So this pulse is coming from middle and upper back, not lower back so much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hands under the shoulders. Imagine your body was already in a plank here. So you want to think about core, glutes, tuck the toes under, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, push the earth down, back into your plank, and then downward facing dog. Pedaling out through those heels. Nice. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Bend your knees, fold forward. Nice. Hands to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold yourself in half again. And then we're going to come back into that chair pose, that squat. So sit bones down, bend into the knees, draw your tummy in, scoop the arms up. Weight is in the heels. We're going to want to arch into the lower back here. Do the opposite. Lengthen your tailbone down, pull your tummy in, squeeze your shoulder blades down, bend your elbows if your neck feels tense, and then lift your heart. Use the back muscles that we just pulsed, that we use for those pulses. Use them to lift your heart and look forward. And then push the earth down, come into standing, and let the arms relax down alongside you. So that whole sequence was one sun bee. Right, we're going to try and do that one more time, and then we will be done, okay? We might go a little bit quicker because you kind of know the moves now. All right. So soft bend into the knees, feet parallel hip width distance, squeegee your feet towards one another on the mat. So get your inner thighs active. Mat-based exercises really struggle to get those inner thighs working, so use this opportunity to fire them up. Okay, lengthen your tailbone down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze the elbows into the side body, lengthen the crown of the head, but lift the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up again. We're going to sit back into our chair, bend those knees, weight into the heels, lengthen into the tail. Okay, stay in your chair. Lift your heart, but lengthen the lower back. Pull your tummy in. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay, from here, without letting your legs change, right hand pushes your left hand to the left. And you're going to twist to the left. Draw your navel in and up. Other side, twist to the left. Squeezing the shoulder blades down. Good. Bring it back to center. Maybe sit a little deeper in your chair. Lengthen into the lower back. Lift your heart. Maybe a little bit deeper. And then fold it forward. Take your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway into the letter L. Pull your tummy in. Magnetize the crown of the head to the wall in front of you. And then fold forward, hands to the ground. Step back into your plank. Nice. Now, you can totally take your knees down first and do that chest chin option, or you can pull yourself forward, bend into your elbows, and come slowly all the way down from your plank onto your tummy. Okay, that's another option. Roll your shoulder blades back and down, lift your chest. Squeeze your bum. Lift your hands off of the mat, elbows into the side body. We're going to pulse up, maybe lifting up the feet. 10, 9, 8. So these back muscles you want to use when you're in your chair, that squat, to try and keep your chest lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands under the shoulders with the sides of the ribs. I tend to put my hands a little lower. I find that helps me to get back into my plank before my push-ups. Think about being in a plank already at the bottom. You can come onto your knees first or push straight into your plank, bend your knees, and then downward facing dog. Well done. 5 breaths here in your down dog. Push through the heels of the hands. You're welcome to do anything here that feels good for you. I always like to pedal out my feet just because I like the stretch that I get in my calves. All right. Bringing the feet to stillness. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Bend into your right knee. Square your hips and cross your right knee high behind your left. Good. Think about your left butt cheek reaching back to the wall behind you and then twerking your bum up to the sky. Almost like an arch into the lower back. Tailbone goes up to the ceiling, heel goes down into the floor. So as much length into the back of the thighs as possible. It's kind of like you're holding in a wee. All right, we're going to open up the hip now. So right knee goes up. Try not to let the shoulders change too much. Send your weight forward, bringing your shoulders kind of towards the wrists. Maybe pivot onto the pinky toe edge of that left foot, soft bending into the left knee, and you might just stay here and experience this weird position. Or maybe take your right hand, lift it off of the mat. You can look at the mat. Think about squeezing the left shoulder blade onto that left rib cage, that left side body. Good. Maybe reaching the right arm up and over, opening the chest. Nice. Well done. Take your right hand down, square off through the hips, and then look between your hands. Step your right foot between them. Get your feet set up for success. So train track feet. Bend into your front knee. Lift your heart. Pull your tummy away from your front thigh already. Okay, so you're already scaffolding your lower back with your abdominals. Push your front foot through the earth to lift up. Reach your arms to the sky. Left arm forward, right arm back. Twist to the right. Twist forward to the left. Up and around. Okay. So as long as you're twisting your chest to the right, to the center, to the left, and moving the arms, just enjoy it. For 2 and 1. Nice. Now, straighten out through that front leg. If your back foot needs to go wider or you need to adjust the back foot at all, then do that. Hands go behind your back, interlock them. Slide your hands down your bum to open up your chest. Now we want to arch into the lower back here. Don't do that. Lengthen your tailbone down. So it's almost as if your tailbone is going to touch your left heel. Okay. And then hinge at the hips. Bring your chest towards the floor. Bow down. Arms up and over. So it's kind of like I want to bring my fists to the ceiling. Okay, feel that proprioception in the front leg. You should be wobbling. You should feel that balance continuously correcting itself. And then slowly take your hands to the ground, framing your front foot. Step it back into plank position. Okay. So on your next inhale, think about pulling yourself forward on the mat. So pulling the heels of the hands back towards the feet. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Slowly. Nice. Untuck the toes. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Lift your chest. Look forward. Nice. Pubic bone into the floor. Lifting the hands up off of the mat. Maybe lifting the feet, but the lifting of the feet happens because your bum's lifting those legs, yeah? And then you're going to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you squeeze your bum a little more? Pubic bone into the mat a little more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hands to the ground. Take a moment. You might feel like, whew, intense. That's good. Tuck your toes under. Imagine you were already in a plank. Okay, you could always go to knees first, but if you wanted to go straight to plank, imagine you were already in a plank. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, and on your exhale, push up and back into downward facing dog. Well done. 5 breaths. Coming back to your breath here. Relaxing your cheeks and your jaw. Just got one more side, and then we'll cool it down. Okay, so inhale, left leg reaches up. Square off through those hips, square off through the shoulders, bend into the left knee, take the left knee high behind the right thigh. Now, if you don't feel all that much here, just a few little tiny changes and you might just feel a whole bunch more. Think about pushing the weight back into the legs. So don't let the shoulders kind of get lazy. Push yourself back and reach your tailbone up to the sky. Imagine your hamstring, your right hamstring wanted to stick itself onto the ceiling. Reach up, up, up through the back of the thigh. Very nice. Unhook that left knee, look forward and step your left foot between your two hands. You could always guide it there, of course. Okay, get your feet set up for your lunge. So get it feeling nice and strong. Bend into your left knee. Pull your low belly in and up. Heart forward. Think about pushing your foot through the earth to come up into your lunge, reaching the arms up. Nice. Remember, we're tucking through the tail here. You could keep a bend in the back knee. Some people like to have it straight, whatever works for you, as long as you're not arching into that lower back, thinking about beautiful belt buckle up situation. Okay, so left arm back, right arm forward, twist to the left. Okay, then your hands are going to travel down. Your right arm scoops back, left arm scoops forward, and you twist to the right. Up. Twist to the left. Don't worry too much about the arms again. Just turn your chest from left to right, keeping the length through the spine. Go for 4. Inhaling as the arms reach up. Exhaling as they come down. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let your hands clasp one another behind your back. Slide your hands down your bum and simultaneously lift your chest, opening up the collarbones. Be mindful of your lower back here. So you're going to need to tuck even more. So you should feel even deeper stretch over that right hip flexor, and then maybe straighten out through the left knee. Okay, draw your tummy in, and then slowly start to bow down towards the ground. Hands come up and overhead, and your left foot should be recalibrating like a leaf in the wind. So shaking all over the place. Holding for 3. Try relax your neck. You look at the ground. 2, 1. Release your hands down to the mat. Okay, get the shoulders above the wrists. And then slide your left foot back into your plank. Nice. Nice and slowly now. Inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, slowly lower to the ground. Untucking your toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Squeeze your bum. Press your pubic bone into the mat. Elbows into the side body. Lift the hands off of the ground. Maybe lift your feet as well. Pulsing up for 10. And this is the last time you're doing this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands underneath your side body. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Up into downward facing dog. However you want to get there. Pedal out through the feet. And then slowly walk your feet in towards your hands. And fold over your thighs, bending your knees. The crown of your head drip towards the mat. Okay, hands to your shins. Inhale, turn into the letter L, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms back, and then bend into your knees. Sweep the arms forward, draw your navel in and up, come into your chair pose. Remember, we're using our back muscles to lift our chest, our mid and upper back muscles. Lower back stays nice and long. Weight is in your heels. Get a little deeper in your chair. Get a little deeper in your chair. Get a little deeper. Maybe you can come all the way down onto your honkers. Haha, haven't said that word in a while. And then if it's available to you, you're going to come all the way onto your bum. So from your honkers onto your bum. But if you need to put your hands onto the ground, please do. So maybe you can ungracefully sit your booty onto the floor. Well done. Okay. Well done. Really well done. So 2 rounds of sun salutation B in the bag. You can be very proud of yourself. Let's roll the shoulder blades back and down. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Roll off of your sit bones onto your sacrum. Take one leg into tabletop, other leg into tabletop. Pause. Think about lengthening through the lower back. Reach one arm forward, other arm forward, maybe. Maybe get the shins parallel to the floor. Maybe straightening out the legs. Maybe reaching the arms up overhead, holding for 10, 9. Shine your heart to the tops of the feet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower yourself all the way onto your back. Resting on the ground. Well done. Okay, guys, a few little moves to kind of counterbalance the moves that we've done, and then a little bit of relaxation. Okay, so we're going to bend into our knees. Feet are going to be flat on the floor. We spent a lot of time in hip flexion, so we're going to come into a little bit of hip extension. Feet on the ground. We're going to tuck our tailbone under and bridge up, opening our hips to the sky. Really relax your ribs, relax your shoulders, relax your cheeks and your jaw. Inhale. On your exhale, one vertebra at a time, bridge yourself down, noticing how much weight is in each foot. Right foot, left foot, big toe, pinky toe. Go for 4 more. And just before your bum touches down, I'm going to ask you to relax your bum muscles, okay? It's an inhale and then an exhale to lift. Inhale at the top and exhale, slowly take it down. Relax your bum. Good. 3 more. We're thinking about creating length into the spine as we roll up and as we roll down, decompressing. And last time. Slowly take it down. Nice. Once your tailbone touches down, staying really relaxed, hook that left ankle over your right knee, hug your right thigh in towards your body for your figure 4 stretch. Maybe going for the shin. Nice. Slowly let the right foot travel down, left foot down. Switch it to the other side. Right ankle over left knee. Hug the thigh in. Maybe go straight for the shin. Keeping the back of your head on the floor. Nice. Let the left foot travel down, right foot down. Maybe windscreen wipe through the knees. For 3, 2, 1. And then our last minute together, just straighten out the legs on the ground. Relax the palms up towards the sky, closing down your eyes yet again. And coming back to the sounds around you and your natural breath. Releasing any tension in your jaw and the muscles around your eyes. Noticing the floor behind you and the support that it gives to you. Feeling the natural rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Taking one more breath in together, maybe reaching the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch. And then slowly roll yourself up into a seat. And my good friends out in the world, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really, really appreciate it. I hope you feel great. Say again. Bye. Thank you so much.